Hello and welcome back to our channel where we speak all about future analysis, technical analysis, and the actual important areas of us to actually enter, take profits, and actually creating plans for the long term. Some of it for swing trading, some of it for scalp trading. So it all depends because when you can call it swing, it's when you hold for a long time. But more important, swing trading comes to the sense of you buy and you don't touch it for years, like 5, 6, 10 years to come, and basically then you are buying the company at a certain price, which will be, let's say, an example. um at $2 billion net worth of the company, and then it went to, let's say, $20 billion in 10 years or whatnot. So basically you take a slice of the difference from 2 billion to 20 billion, and you take the divided amount of shares that you have from the difference. Okay, that's for swing trading. You basically get some dividends. You get some shares on that, profits from the equities, and for the price action, the actual price action. Okay, so what I want to do today actually is an important analysis on Tesla. The reason that we talk about Tesla because it says very interesting movement lately, and honestly, I hold Tesla now for quite some time, and I scalped no long ago um, quite a bit of Tesla as well, and I will tell you a little bit about the flaws that happened to me with Tesla as well. So let's start. Okay, so let me firstly not forget to share the screen with you so you guys can see exactly what we are looking at. Okay, so no, let me just share with you my other screen. So this screen number 3. Uh, I got now 3 screens a few days ago. My second screen blew up. I went to the shop. They couldn't fix it. I checked with ChatGPT how to fix it. The ChatGPT fixed it, and I was able to connect three screens right now. So it's phenomenal. Okay, so basically what happened, I actually do have already the analysis of Tesla, and this was my trade. Okay, that was my trade originally, basically entering here, and I got more position in this area at 149, or 139. It was on the bottom, right by the line. So it was a 139. I got more in that, and then what happened, I basically took profits here, and ever since, like it went up by like $60, $70 ever since. It's crazy. But it is what it is, no problem. On my swing trades, I'm still holding it, and it's becoming profitable. But I took profit of the other ones that I made short term trade. So let's start analyzing on that. Basically, this is what we have up until now. And if I'm seeing correctly, once it breaks this, it will go to minimum 277, 280, and then next stop will be at 300, and after 300 we will have a whole rally to the area of like 400. Very possible. Tesla has amazing things that they're actually doing. Okay, so let's do our traditional action, which is number one, right away delete our drawings and not really rely on them, because we have the skill of analyzing the charts accordingly to our skill. And if you are not yet with the skill, so it will be important to actually get your eyes and skill sharpened by doing it. okay, over and over and over. Honestly, I was doing it for so long until I start to feel comfortable, and now I'm doing it so much faster. So if you are at the period that you feel frustrated when you do those things, okay, don't be. Like everybody starts somewhere. Remember that. Okay, so what happened? We are starting here with monthly and we are looking for trend lines. Okay, so what happened here? This little bit doesn't touch. So what we want to do, we want to take this out, go and get a channel. Channel basically helps us to have the little, okay, little difference between those price actions. Okay, then what happened? We want to see what we are getting from the top. Okay. Um, Now, if there is anything that you guys would like me to elaborate on, speak slower for whatever reason, or something of that sort, please do let me know, and I will do my best to work on that. Okay. Um, so we actually can go all the way here. Okay, we have very strong line here. It's broke above and it's actually very good. We have now great possibility to see great rallies. Okay, now what we will want to do here as well, we want to go to the 50% Fibonacci. Okay, we have 50% Fibonacci right there, from here to here. Now we can also do that from here to here, which that's more right to do because that's the last touch of the trend lines. Okay, 50% Fibonacci uses as support and resistance. Okay, and that's how you trade on that. That's beautiful right there, based on movement. Then we go to weekly. Actually, before we do that, let's look at the monthly. Do we have support and supply and demand here? We had this supply, okay, which is interesting. It's basically at the top of it. It's went a bit up and then it's coming down by a bit, but it's no big deal for now. Now, after that, what we're looking at, we are actually looking at here, right here. Okay, then we go to weekly. When we go to weekly, do we see support and I mean supply and demand? We had here supply and demand. We had here, we are having it here, but it's not good for us. We are having it here. I don't like the week, but overall there is, I believe there is a daily one because it had a great rejection. Let me see. Boom. We can see there is a great daily right here. Okay, so there is a great daily. So you can see this on a rally up and then drop to the down. Okay, we want to make sure that we always look for those locations. Okay. That we had this zone, and in a way you can see this daily, and in a way it's pretty much, it's taking out, but not, like didn't close above that. So because of that, what happened? Um, because of that, what happened? We are actually still considering this zone as valid. Okay. Now let's continue here. We have here that gap down. It was during the night, and because it touched that trend line, that's a good rejection right there. See this when it touched here, good rejection as well. when it touched this one, it's took out as if it's not there. So that's a very, very good sign. Because now what possibly can happen, it will go down to this area and then we'll have a rally. When it will do with my scalp account, I will take a, like a trade for the higher. That's truly confident on that. Okay. That. Now let's look for key support and support and resistance lines. Okay, what we are looking at. Wow, wow, that's amazing how for years, for 8 years, oh well, it's showing like that. But overall, the volatility of price was so low, which of course it's splitted, but actually, no, it's split only here, 1 to 5. I remember when it split it. But yeah, it's split 1 to 5. Nvidia split 1 to 10. How crazy! Okay, so support and resistance. We need to look for support and resistance key level. You look at a daily. Okay, you can look at any time frames that you want. I prefer on daily to have the historical strong support and resistance level. Okay, and how we have it, it's very easy to get them. Okay, you basically have, let's say, this area right here. Okay, the reason that we take that because you can see 1, 2, okay, and then you will have here, and then basically you can see there is more and more areas that they respect this line. And how you can know that as well, here almost touched the line and had a massive rejection, and here it touched the line, okay, touch the line, rally, rejection, and aggressive rejection. Then it's when it came down again, it touched it and had a massive rejection. So we know that it's key level. Here the same. Look here, it touched it a bit, then rejected, tested again, but then it's broke above fairly aggressively. You can see from 179 to 215. Okay, fairly aggressive. Okay, and so on it did here. Now you need to know how you manage your risk to reward in a sense, to make sure if you're going to put a stop loss above here, because then it will squeeze you out in certain ways, especially if you do options, will be very difficult. Okay, now let's look for support and resistance in this area. So we have one here. Let's just see something. Okay, support and resistance. We have this one almost. So this one, you see, it's had a drop, but then the bulls did a very good job at protecting it and going higher right away. Actually, right now, it's exactly at that price range. I didn't even recognize that. And you can see it's a great support and resistance. Interesting what will happen now from it, because you see it was trying to come down a bit, but it didn't, and it's closed above that. So interesting to see if it will now continue to rally because of that. And then on the rejection from here, will be interesting to see what happens. Okay. Let's see. So we have this one. Do we have one on the top here? Right there. I was for a moment thinking, is that the right one or a bit higher or a bit lower? But then what I saw is basically one, Okay, so you can see one, and then when it came here, it had a massive rally, so it's good one. Then here it said the basically retest and going higher again, right? And then actually let me close this one, and then from there, okay, it came down, and you can see already the price action here came above, didn't even blink and it's literally didn't retest, right? It's closed above and continued, and then you can see the price action movement here, retest with the trend line and went right under. So it's crazy how it's came to the trend line, but until it didn't touch the level, it didn't reject. So that's very interesting. Now, it's crazy because many times I'm thinking to myself, it's not like me drawing the line means that that's exactly what will happen. But many times, in a way, it is, because there is only so many traders that will have those type of lines on their charts. And those are professional traders. That's why my mentor, he is a professional trader that sits down in Manhattan in a massive firm. And he is really knowing exactly what he's doing, what other professional traders are doing. He is surrounded by people that are in the markets for 50, 60 years from the days of on the floor, that they had the brokers and they had to give prices by the hands. It's very interesting. There is actually movies about that. If you guys want, let me know. I will put those movies in the description. And also, if you guys want, let me know in the comments um, about the watch list. I can share with you my watch list, I believe, make a copy or share, and we'll be happy to give you the watch list so you have it easier in a way. Okay. So also an important thing to know, there is an earnings that will be coming, earnings and revenue in on the 23rd of July, which basically will be it will be 23rd, 13 days. So basically it will be Tuesday on in about 2 weeks, a bit less than 2 weeks. Okay, so that's important to remember. And to know it's here already, so nothing to worry about in that sense. So revenue $24 billion in a quarter, and period ending June 2024. Earnings also will come out basically during the night session. So after the market, we will be able to get the revenues, not at the open, not pre-market, but after the market is closed. It's important to notice that. Okay. So basically this what we're having here. So we have this daily. Okay, let's look at what other confirmations we want to look at. So what we are looking at, so zone confirmations, so high quality with location, structure, size, trend lines. We have the more touches it has, the stronger it is. Short-term support and resistance, and historical, meaning key levels. So short-term support and resistance really here is on a rally. We will not really have that. What happens here, it's crazy. It was consolidating for all those days. Like, if you really think about it, it's crazy, because I entered here, had the imbalance, and then entered into this crazy balanced area. Okay, this balanced area, and it was as if it took forever. Okay, it's literally was up to here, right? So what was it? April 26, May 26, June 26. For 2 months, this movement was, and then it's broke up in, and basically in what, July 1st to July 10th today, it's made movement of what it's made all together here on steroids, because you can see it went from 170 to 198. Okay, so no much of $20, and here it's made $60 move in no time. Okay, so that's why we want to make sure that we know the rule of balance and imbalance. In the imbalance areas like this, you can definitely enter long, no problem. Honestly, now that I'm saying this and looking at this, it's a great thing to know, that when you're just exiting the balance to an imbalance, you can enter with less hesitation. So I didn't, but let me see something. That's very interesting. So here we had, yeah, let me just see here. But this was in balance like throughout, you know. Okay. Anyhow, let me continue. I need to find zones that we can trade on. There is this weekly that was used, and it's back to it now. This weekly was used, back to it now. Will be. Wait. Let me close this one. Wait, what? Right. Okay. That. So we have this one. See, let me make that as an alert. I want to see what will happen when it will be there. Create. Okay. This one. More or less the daily one. It's a very good one for me right now, because it's at a pivot high, which also has a reason for a step out. You can see also great resistance level right there. So I will put that level of resistance. I will put that level of resistance right there. So great level of resistance right there. Daily, this gap up, it must fill that. Now let's go for a quick scan buy. That's, what is it, 6 hours? There is this 6 hours, but it's already smoked that. Retested and goes on a rally. Then we are looking for other zones. Let me just see what we are having here. Three hours. Wow, there is so many. Like this zone is like so healthy. One hour, 195. This area is very good. Let me see here. Remember, no border needed. The yellow. I need to change this yellow. Save as 195. Save. Yes. Okay. So like this, we know. So it will come down to here in this area. I would want to enter. So I will enter a couple here, and then at 50% Fibonacci, a few more, with very tight risk to reward. Meaning under the zone, a bit under. If I need to, I step out. So then it's not going all the way here. For a rally, I will re-enter there if need be. And also another great thing that you want to look at is the RSI. So you see how it is overbought, had a little of correction. Let me just fix that. So this black. Okay, black and red. So now it's going down here, and most likely it will come closer to the 50%. As you can see, when every time it comes down to 50%, we see a little bit of a rally. Right? So as we see that little bit of rally, once we come to this area, about 53, and if it's here, then it gives us a great confirmation. Between 53 to 47 gives us a confirmation that we can enter if we're here for a higher trade on that. And of course, we will be watching what you call the Nasdaq and ES. And I believe there is also hold on one second. If you go to YouTube and just type, you can type Tesla. TSLA, Tesla footprint. Okay, let's see if they have that. Tesla deep buy on the open footprint level from pre-market live trade today. Live day trading. So interesting to see if anybody is having this live. ETH live Bitcoin. No, we don't need that. So it's something to check, right? Because what we want to know, if we have the, the live data of order and sale and all that information, then easier to know at what price we want to enter and at what price we want to exit. Okay, which if you guys will wish to review like how to do book map reading, how to understand time and sales, how to understand order flow and all that, let me know on the comments, and I will be more than happy to make a video of that to provide you with that information to understand. But overall, it's really simple to look at it, but it's simple to look at it, obviously, but it's not always as simple to understand that. I took some time, trial and error, and eventually I understood that, not to the degree that for sure there is a better people that read that, but I believe I'm doing fairly well on that. So let me just see here also if we have a trend line on the short term. Not that I'm seeing it, but you know what? I will use that for now. Okay, I will be using that for now. Let me just see if I have another trend line. No. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. Would be interesting to see if this trend line works. I mean, you can put trend lines any way you like. Doesn't mean that all the trend lines will be right. Okay. Um, that's why it's more important when you look at high time frames and have multiple very strong touches with high rejections, then the next time have higher probability. Now, as you can see here, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 here. On the sixth time, it's broke through like it's not even there, right? Now, if you look on the bottom side, we have 1, 2, 3, okay? But when there was the second time, I literally highlight that. I said, you know what? Look, there is 2 and 3 almost at the same time, but I highlight that. Why? Because I said I want to see what will happen at this area. And when I saw that, the action here was very aggressive. You can see also that it's oversold. So it's telling you that it will have to have that bump higher. Okay. The ISI, I mean RSI, also something you want to watch when you do your trading. So let me know definitely if you have any questions, comments, compliments, anything is welcome, and I will be here to analyze with you the next one to provide you more technical analysis, more future type of trading that you possibly can capitalize on that as well and be profitable. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.